Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Please come into our Zoom room. And as you come in, I want to remind everybody that we can't see you and we cannot hear you, but you are more than welcome to type in questions into Q&A or into chat. If you have a question, and our lovely presenter here has agreed to answer questions as we go along, so you do not have to wait till the end, which is a great thing. And I want to thank everybody for sharing their afternoon with us. And again, please type in questions to Q&A and chat as you have them. Our presentation today is a great company called Bakeree, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the room and take it away.
Hi guys, hi everyone. My name is Mohammed. I run like a business in software agency. It's called Creative Creation, and we are mainly in blockchain space. We do a lot of metaverse projects. We do a lot of like game launchers, NFT drops. In the past 4 or 5 years, that's what we've been doing. And that's where the idea of Bakeree came along, because we were doing in 2020, 2021, we were doing a lot of NFT drops, we were doing a lot of ICO projects, and the cost which we were charging around that time, it was like very hard for us to actually just understand that, okay, how are we going to take this whole industry to into like masses. And I'm going to go into more into the presentation when I'm going to talk about the Bakeree, but so Bakeree is a no code needed platform. Can I share my screen now?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, that's great. So you can see my screen, right? You can see my screen?
Yeah, you started screen sharing. Nothing's up yet.
Awesome. Oh, nothing's up.
There it is.
Awesome. That's great. Awesome. So yeah. So Bakeree it's a no code needed platform, and we started with a NFT projects for first, and then we're gonna go into a lot more into like cryptocurrencies. We're gonna go into after that, we will be actually going into NFT marketplaces. So the goal is to actually make something in between, a hybrid between something which you actually see like a Shopify for Web2 today, or you can actually talk about like something which is more kind of like Wix.com. So you don't need any coding needed. So you don't need developers to actually build any of your projects, and you can actually build it all on our platform.
Mohammed, we lost your screen share.
Okay. There we go. You good?
It's still black. It says you started, but it's black.
Let's wait for a second. Is it there?
It says you have started screen sharing, but nothing's up yet.
Maybe now. Let me stop again. Let me try one more time right here.
There we go.
Let's go. Sorry about that. So yeah, the problem which we actually saw was for the designers, for developers, artists, like when we're actually going into like these kind of projects, when we're actually building like just on the NFT side of things, from branding to when we're actually doing like any kind of creative, we're charging anywhere between like, just on the development side, anywhere between $5,000 upwards towards $40,000, depending on what kind of projects we are building. And when we talk about digital asset, we talk about memberships, we talk about going into more like, you know, restaurants, membership platform, ticketing, and all of that. And we always think of like, okay, how the small business will actually kind of afford these kind of like platforms, these kind of projects. So that's what we actually came up with Bakeree, where what we're going to be actually doing is the whole solution which we're actually building is like we build that artist marketplace where you can get your art build up. We can actually provide like a lot of templates there. We build it up our own NFT art generator, which is like on your screen, which is on the web right now. You can actually do up to 10,000 NFTs within like 10 minutes. We build it up our own storage on IPFS and automated smart contracts, which is like the coding behind it, and the minting pages. So the whole solution is available right now, and our goal is to actually keep the cost below $200. So bringing something down from like $5,000 to like $200. So you can even do a school project with an NFT drop if you want to. We are right now, we have actually built up like the whole thing. Like, so all the branding is done. IPFS was the first module which we actually started with. We have built up the art generator, the smart contract, all the coding and all the modules are actually done with that, and the minting page. So we have the whole solution actually ready to actually go. Right now, we're actually, the money which we are actually looking for, it's going to be mainly for marketing and the business development. We have actually put in our own money so far into the business so far in like all the development and currently the marketing which we're actually doing, like online marketing, pay-per-click and all of that. So we're actually putting our own money for that right now as well. We are raising up to like 1.5 million, like up to there, like, and the money which we're actually looking for is only for two major things. One is actually going into like event marketing, getting influencers to actually talk about product, because it's something which haven't been done before. So there's a lot of educational material we have to put out there. And the second thing is to actually increase our pay-per-click budget. We just had a conversation with a growth marketer yesterday, and they're looking for anywhere between 25,000 up to towards $50,000 a month into pay-per-click marketing, which is actually proposing us. We don't have much of a competitive landscape so far. The only company which has come close is this company called JNFT, which like if you have time, you can go look it up as well. They don't have the full solution, but they do have automated smart contracts. So that's why we actually put it out there that they are kind of our competition. Pinata is like one of the biggest companies out there in IPFS. So, but they are only doing IPFS. OpenSea is only the marketplace, and Unique My NFT is only art generator, which are out there. So it's like spaces, but like not like the whole solution. Nobody's actually doing that. So this is the ask. We're asking for 1.5 million. We have spent 100,000 our own money into development so far. We are putting in another 100,000 of our own money right now for doing marketing, and we are looking for money to do more marketing, so we're going to make more money. This is our team so far. This is myself. Our CTO is JP, and Elise is like one of the top women in blockchain right now. She's actually taking care of all our marketing. We are in Finance Media today as well, but we're actually going with giving them services from our agency, and they are actually giving us space on their TV for sponsorship and things like that. I can go ahead and actually show the platform as well, Wendy.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. So this is how the platform looks like it today. So we have an art generator where you can actually go in there, literally any art. It actually generates within, I'm gonna do like a smaller drop, but like you can go up to, it actually tells you, once you actually put it in, it actually gives you the whole preview of what you're actually generating. You can move around the layers. So if you understand like how the NFT marketing works right now. So it's layered art, which so actually like a background art, then you have like armor separately. So you can actually move around like the whole thing in terms of where you want any layer. So it gives you, and that has not been done in art generator, anybody out there. We give you like a whole understanding of how big your drop could be. So we can actually generate around 17,000 unique art with this 5 layers we've put it out there. Let's see if you actually wanted to just do like 100 pieces for now. It does like really fast. So like this is like literally like within seconds, it actually gave you like the whole art pieces. You can always just download it on your computer and you can pay us the money for it, or you can actually go take that to IPFS. I'm not gonna put more things on IPFS for now, but like, and once you actually put it on IPFS, so you actually put it on the cloud, and then you can actually take that and you can actually deploy it on a contract. So the smart contract, which people pay us right now anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 that you do something like this. So you can actually deploy like a contract, something like this, within a second. Like if I actually just like go ahead and put information, pre-sale price. So right now we are using BNB contract. This is on Polygon. This is on Ethereum right now. We will be going Solana in next few months as well. But right now we're actually trying to actually get some cryptocurrencies out there as well, where you can actually just like launch your tokens as soon as possible without any coding as well. So once you actually try to actually deploy a contract, it will ask you to actually connect your wallet. You connect, so this is on testnet right now. It will go ahead and deploy your contract. Take a second. There we go. Our contract has been deployed. It's literally on BNB right there. You can see the transaction ID and everything. And then the last piece is the minting page, which is like kind of a little bit tricky the time when we are doing. We will actually make it a little bit better, but right now we have these, coding has been done. They just need more templates available. So you can actually literally choose any of these templates and you can change the, and it will actually deploy the contract for you right away. So once it's done, sorry. Okay. Where is the contract? It will actually deploy it on the contract. Okay, we're having an issue here. But yeah, so it will actually show up on the website right there, that how the pages will actually gonna look like. That's about it. That's what we actually build.
That is amazing.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, if anybody have any questions about it.
Well, if they don't, I do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for as long as I've been around, which is considerable amount of time, all I've heard is open seas, open seas, open seas.
Yeah.
And, you know, people were very angry about open seas because it costs so much money.
Yeah. So just want to correct you there. So OpenSea itself is just it's a secondary market, right? So it's not where you actually launch your projects. It's where you resell your projects. So OpenSea is like your eBay. So you launch your project, like if you actually like, you know, go and buy like any new NFT, so you actually mint it from the smart contract. So this is that, right? This is like before OpenSea. And like we made a lot of money like last few years when we were when we were doing like a lot of drops for people. We were involved with like one of the biggest projects out there. We were involved with Moon Boys and like things like that. And we charged like kind of money, and then we always used to think like, okay, like who's gonna like, okay, market is actually paying for it right now because like people are actually trading NFTs. But when you actually go into using the technology behind it, which is actually digital asset, which could be used for gift cards, which could be used for anything used for ticketing. It could be used for memberships. It could be used for anything out there, and it cannot be duplicated because there's a transaction out there. You just can't do it because no restaurant can afford $20,000 to actually do a membership program. And then you can, like, artist is another big field, and a lot of big artists actually did NFT drops. But like, if you're a regular artist, you cannot do NFT drop because companies like development companies and marketing companies are going to cost you almost $100,000 to actually do a drop. So, and that's where the idea actually came from. I mean, okay, can we even do it? And then we start doing it, and we actually built it. So it's actually out there now. One of the investors said it's a Model T of like, of blockchain, where you can actually take it to the masses now.
Now, pardon me for being stupid, but that's okay, because none of the rest of you are asking questions, so I get to ask mine. As a family office, because I run one, we're approached several times for, I want to say, membership NFTs, like membership in a gym. I think Scaramucci actually had an NFT to come see a concert. So that's a little different because you don't have to generate the art. Is that going to work the same way?
Exactly. So, so the smart contract, which we actually put it behind it, right? So like, I did not explain. I should have actually, when I was actually doing this. Let me actually just open it one more time. So, so when you're actually going over here, so the information which we are asking for right here. So there's like smart contract which goes right behind it. So let's say if you wanted to actually do a membership NFT, these are the things which are very much a constant in every NFT, from artist to membership to ticketing. So that's why, like, we build that like smart contract. We're gonna put like more NFTs out there if it's like more, like, the only thing you cannot do with this NFT, if you are in gaming and you want to tie your NFT to a metaverse. Okay. Other than that, this is the standard out there. So any contracts we built for, like, let's say if somebody comes in and say, oh, we wanted to do, so we did it for like gyms and stuff, like we did build the smart contract, literally the same thing for any projects out there. So these are the things, that's why we keep these things open, the whole coding behind it. So like, if you remember, like, this is the whole the contract behind it, where you can actually have like all the information what we actually put it there. So everything else, like the whole like, if you look at the contract, this is literally the whole contract right there. So everything else is here, and the things which we are asking for are normally not constant, because you're not, like, your pricing would be different than any other restaurant. Your ticket would be a different price for a concert, for any other concert. So that's why we actually keep these and that information open.
Okay, fair enough. You had said that you were raising 1.5 million. What increments are you taking that in?
So like right now we don't got any funding, so we can take anything, right? So like the goal is to actually have like the first 500,000 in the bank, so we can actually start getting booths in all these different conferences out there. We have some big influencers in our mind, so we can actually go into like 5, 5, and 5. We can actually go that way. And the second piece of it is the marketing aspect of it, which I'm actually putting out of pocket right now as well. So the goal is to actually start bringing sales in, so like the investors are more comfortable actually putting the next part of the money of it. So we can put like 3 milestones there and things like that.
So don't get mad at me, but if you're really looking for the first 500,000, and I know people always want it and would love to have it in one check with one investor, but if somebody wanted to put 25,000 in, could they do that?
Yes. Yeah. They can put like, so like a same kind of like we can actually put like a big pool, like kind of a crowdfunding way. And that is another option we are thinking about it as well, like that actually take it to the crowd, because we have the product ready. We have, oh, okay, so yeah, one thing which I actually forgot to mention, we do have around 350, almost 400 signups on our platform right now. We haven't actually started kind of charging here. The only thing we are actually charging for is if you are actually taking the generation, downloading that. If you're actually taking it to our IPFS, you don't pay for it. And we don't charge for any IPFS if it's less than 5 GB. And we're not charging for our contracts yet because it's on the alpha, we are testing it as well. So we have around almost 350 signups right now. We are getting on average around 15 to 20 signups a day. And we haven't even spent more than $3,000 into marketing yet, like on paid marketing. So our goal is to actually, and the company who we are actually working with, so well, consultant who we are actually working with, he said, okay, like the way he sees it, if we actually increase our budgets to like, he proposed us around $25,000, and and he actually put it in numbers that he can actually bring us around 200 paid customers a day. Like that's what he is actually saying right now. We will see it when he's actually doing it, but like based on like the numbers which we are getting today.
So when are you going to start charging them?
In a month. Like we wanted to just test a little bit more. We have like few things left in terms of, now we're just like doing like all the small things, like we are putting like a nice like kind of animations here. We want to actually have like at least like 1 or 2 customer support people just sitting there, like because when some people start paying for it and they they have an issue, so we have like somebody available for them like right away. So those are the small pieces which we are actually we haven't actually started that. And two, like the contract which we have here, we want to have like a little more things. Like, so right now it's so we have BNB right now, we have Polygon, and we have Ethereum. So we have all 3 of them right now. But the way it goes today is like, okay, if you actually do the contract, when your wallet is connecting, at that point it will ask you like, okay, whatever is connected. But we want to actually give that option right here. So we are changing like a little bit of like a minor design changes. So like we need like a good, like we need 2 weeks of development and design, then we need like 1 week of testing, and then we like wanted to have like a 1 week of like a buffer there. So the goal is to have like paid by the mid of May, we should have like paid plans. The only thing which we have paid today, so if you actually go on our website, so only thing which is actually paid today which is IPFS right here, so you can actually get that. Everything else is totally free, and IPFS is actually free till like 5 GB. So the most of the projects which actually went into our platforms is below 5 GB, and which is kind of good as well. That okay, so now like the notifications is like it's not ready yet. So like these are the small pieces. The activity you don't see, like, so this is like so much activity happened right here. It's not showing up on notification. So these are like small things but we cannot actually give it to a customer without having all of these things. So we are calling it alpha. It's beta like literally in a month, and we'll be start charging for it. Like right now we're testing, we're bringing in more people on. We're doing a lot of like social media marketing right now. So every day we are posting on our platform today. Like you can actually go in any updates on Bakeree on a daily basis. Well, we put that too. So we have like on a daily basis, we are putting like stuff out there, just trying to actually bring more people on right now.
So when it goes live middle of May, 30 days out, is that going to make you revenue positive pretty much right away?
Our goal is like within the first 6 months we should be positive, because the amount of money we'll be putting into the marketing, and the amount we will be putting into events, and the third piece would be the influencers. So if we actually have like $500,000 altogether, and we're actually putting that money out there, we should have within 6 months, we should be making enough money that expense will be taken care of by itself.
What influencers are good for the NFT market?
Artists, because like big artists, we have actually a good 15 artists lined up right now who can actually start building on our platform. We will be by the end of this month, we will be actually getting them to actually start putting videos out there for us. We are going for NFT NYC. We'll be talking to a lot of artists to actually bring them on board in terms of we're going to give them totally free so they can actually put a video out there for us. So we'll just try to do partnership with artists right now. So with the 15 artists we have today, it's just partnership based. And I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask you another stupid question.
All right.
Because I can build it on the platform.
Yeah.
To stop anybody else from building the exact same thing I used your tools to build. Once I build it, is that specific thing locked out? How does that work?
Somebody who have built, like you're talking about like somebody who can actually build exactly the same platform like us?
No, I mean, somebody could build the exact same NFT like I did on your platform.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the art piece. One of the things which we are actually going for is templates, right? So like when you talk about like the membership, when you're talking about all these different things. So I'll probably actually just show you, so it would be better. So there's like our regular website. I'm just opening up. So it's called like creative creation. So this is like a little bit of portfolio there, right? So the membership art looks like this, right? You see like mint passes and things like that. Our goal is to actually put these GIFs in like different colors and like kind of like, like the way like Adobe or Paint, right? So you can change all these different colors. You can put your logos and stuff like that.
Muhammad,
so
it's coming up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah. So this is like creative creation. So like now, like so these are like client works which we actually did in the past. But so these are like so what we're actually providing is we're gonna give templates, right? Templates where on the membership side you can change the name of your company. You can put your logo. You can put your writing. You can change your colors, and the design on the background would be kind of similar. But like if you actually look at this NFT and this NFT, they're kind of very similar, okay, but look totally different, right? So the way it is, we're gonna give a solution there where you can choose like template for yourself. But that comes to when you're talking about only membership NFTs or ticketing, right? When you actually talk about going into more detailed like art pieces, so we're gonna give templates as well. So we're gonna give templates like, so we build NFT art, so we're gonna do like art pieces like these, and which will be available for people to actually buy. But once you actually buy one time, it's not available for sale again. So on our platform, you cannot do it twice. We will bring artists to actually come build their thing as well. So it's going to be something like, Art Station, where you have like artists have like different kind of art available where you can actually buy from it. But once it's actually sold, it cannot be sold again.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Only because like OpenSeas, you have to have your own thing in the first place, and
So that's what. So we are like, so the marketplace, when we're talking about it, we're talking about just for artists. It's the marketplace. It's less like OpenSea. It's more like Upwork or freelancer.com, right? So it's like you coming there or kind of like craft, like like those websites where you can actually buy templates. Just like that, but like it's just like one-time buy.
How are you addressing the AI art issue that's just starting?
So we want to bring AI. So like literally, like when we were talking about templates, so we were thinking about bringing AI into it, and we're like, okay, that would be like so cool. Like you can just like put keywords in there, and the art would be built for you. And you can just like do that. And we actually find tools which we can actually bring that in. The problem with AI, and we will do it. We're just like not promising it right now because we will do research on it. So the problem with AI art is an image. It's not a layered image. So like if you actually saw like when I was actually showing that when we were actually doing art generation, it was all these different pieces which were actually coming up. It was because like we put like 10 different backgrounds, we put 5 different images, we put 5 different armors, and then you actually put that together, that's 17,000 pieces. Now with the AI art, the problem is it's only one image and it's a full image. So now if it's a full image, how I'm gonna take that background out and how can I give 5? So we are working on it. So we are not saying, oh, we're not gonna do, we are scared of AI. We will use that because if I have AI, I kind of don't need artists, but I do need artists. But yeah, if I have that, so like then like people can come in, search for whatever they're doing. The images will come up with layers, and they can just put it in the generator. They can actually literally get the whole thing done within like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Whole draw, which takes months to actually do without this platform, anyways.
And then nobody else in the platform can put those 17,000 pieces together in the exact same way?
Yeah. So like, yeah. So that's another trick as well. So when people are searching on AI gives like a lot of repetitive images as well. So somehow we have to, so that's what I'm not saying we will do it. That's why we actually went into template instead of going into AI, because it's going to take like at least good 2 or 3 months of research. I have to put like a AI like architect there. Like right now I'm doing everything out of pocket, so it's difficult to actually do it, but I can do it like because we were thinking about it, but like it was actually delaying our launch. So that's why we stopped and we said, okay, let's go with template, and then we did like the whole development on that.
Okay, I was asking because I noticed in the brouhaha that went on in New York this week, Eric Trump had taken an AI image of, I don't know, 15,000 people walking down Fifth Avenue and stuck his dad flags in front of it. And I'm sure he doesn't want everybody else showing the same image, which I'm sure they would anyway. People are very creative. But that exact image is, I don't know if he could mint that exact image since, you know, it was an AI generated image. Or if he couldn't.
Yeah, well, if they're actually bringing those images to us directly, they can actually mint it right away, like on our platform, even today, and they don't even have to use our art generator. So one of the use cases, like the photographers who will be actually doing that. So they will be just putting the images directly. But 90% of the art out there today is actually layered images. So AI generation is not at the layered images right now, but I think we will be the first if we actually build it. So we are building, and like we will look into it. We are looking into it. We are doing research for it, like just to actually make sure like if we can even do it.
Oh, fair enough. I just want to remind everybody, we can't see or hear you. So if you have a question, please type it into Q&A or into chat. I would appreciate that. Next question from me. How much do influencers cost? What do you get out of that for the money?
So depending on good or bad, right? So, well, not good or bad, sorry. Depending on like how big are they, right? So like there's this like artist, like I literally just got a message for it like today. He is asking for 25K, and he's gonna post for the whole month for 3 times on his social media platform, and then he will be actually doing the his name is Marco Cochran. He does like sculptures and stuff. So yeah, so like we actually look, so it depends. So how big are they, and what's their reach is like. So it could go up to like, we're not gonna pay anybody more than 25K. So like if it's higher than that, we're just not gonna hire that person. So our goal is to actually just like, you know, that's the cap, like, and that depends on like how good are they, how much following they have in millions. So that's what the cost is. The second cost is, so like Consensus right now, so which is like one of the biggest show in Austin, end of this month. The booth in Consensus is over 40 grand, just like the smallest booth. The booth in NFT NYC, the smallest one is 15K. Then I have to put like 2 or 3 employees over there. Well, I'm in New York, so I can actually take like my wife with me, and like so I can actually do that by myself. But even if I actually fly in to Houston, I have to actually hire 1 or 2 people. So those are the costs which are like bigger than what I can actually afford right now. Like I can afford like and because I've done a software company, I can have my 2 or 3 employees there who can actually build the product for me. Like something which I actually just build. If somebody would have actually came to me to actually build this, I would have charged them at least $500,000 to actually build that, right? And I built the whole thing in $100,000 because these are my own employees. So those are the things. Those are the marketing costs which are just out of my hand. So yeah.
But with the amount of people who have already signed up and where you're at, regardless of investment, you're still going to go live in 30 days, correct?
Oh yeah, I don't need money for what we are actually doing. Once I actually get the money, then I'm gonna go into events and I'm gonna hire influencers. And even today, I'm working with influencers, telling them, okay, I can, because I run a like a agency, so I'm saying, okay, you can use my services. So that's literally how I got Definance Media. They have a reach of 150 million people. They are on every gas station TV. They're in the gas station TV. They're on every LG Smart TV. They're on Sling TV. And so
who is that?
Definance Media.
So that I put in my gas in, that's who's doing the screen.
So they have like around over 1 million viewers a day. So they are based out of so they're Definance Media, where it's a channel for blockchain. So so we got them for totally free because we're redoing their website. We're gonna give them our social media services, and if they wanted to do paid ads, so we will have a PPC person for them to actually do that. And because these are in-house services, which we can actually give it to them. And what we are getting, they're gonna do the whole spotlight for me when I'm gonna go into the event. And also they're giving me a slot for 1 hour every other week. And it would be a podcast, which I'm gonna start for my agency where I'm gonna bring Bakeree into it. And also they're like any ad space they have open within the break time, which is like, if they don't have a sponsor there, they're gonna put us there.
Wow, that's really cool. I always wanted to did the gas stations, you see it, but you're like, taxi cabs, that's another one.
Yeah. So they're gonna actually put us there. So that's kind of like we got it for totally free because we have an agency which we can actually leverage from, and we actually did a partnership with them. And we will find every partnership which we can actually get for free instead of paying money. But like some things we just can't. And two, like we cannot hire any employees because we don't have any funding until we have sales. So yeah.
No, I get that. Again, anybody in the audience, I feel like I'm hogging up all the time here with my own questions. I just find this fascinating because they had just, kind of started NFTs. It filtered to the family office is who invests. And then there was some brouhaha about everything losing value and, being stolen and that whole thing. Everybody's like open seas, blah.
Yeah.
So we kind of took a step back. Like, we don't know what's going on. We're not experts in the space. So let's take a step back. So that's why I'm asking. Because I run into a lot of other family offices and we talk about this stuff.
No, 100%. Yeah. No, these are like things which like when I actually see it, like what OpenSea, like, they were the pioneers in what they actually did. So it's like, that's why they're that big. But like, there's so many things which are missing there, like all together, as even in being an NFT market. But like, they have over $1 billion in revenue, probably, right? So So once we are there, we'll talk about them.
Yeah, they're like spruce on the investment. They're so big, they don't need you, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah, just like the piece which we are in, like in IPFS, like this company Pinata, they just raised like over $30 million. They're the biggest thing. Like they only do NFT IPFS for it, and just for the so we do 5 pieces. They just do the middle piece, which is they do the storage for it, and getting bigger and bigger every day. So I'm pretty sure, like otherwise we wouldn't, like we were in the industry, we wouldn't actually put our effort into it if we did not know, like if we were not sure that it's gonna actually do it for us.
And you said you might also look at a kind of Kickstarter campaign. Could you talk about that a bit?
Yeah, that's what we are thinking about it. So like so one of the things which I'm not good at is like I have never raised funds before. So like everything which I actually did, even my initial business, which is actually doing fine for me, I put money off by myself. It's an agency. I got the first client and I was making money. So I never raised money in money. So this is the first time I'm doing it. And like Arthur and like my friend Oz, so they're friends. So Oz told me, okay, do this webinar. This will be pretty good for you. And then we start doing like kind of an outreach. I put 2 people just like doing email outreach and things like that. We're thinking about like different escalator programs and which is good. I'm talking to people every single day, so which is actually good. I'm pretty sure once we will get sales or we'll get investor, like something in between. We are not because our business is doing fine. We'll start putting we'll go slower if we did not got investor. If we got investor, we'll get to there a little bit faster. Maybe we're not gonna go to all these events and all these conferences this year. We'll just go next year then. So yeah, and yes, a Kickstarter program, we're looking into it. So I live in Connecticut. I live in Norwalk. So I'm actually even talking to, there's like a lot of like boost programs over here. So with UConn, so I'm actually talking to them as well. So yeah, I'm like everywhere. So
They have a basketball team.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I was watching that. So I think that's probably the extent of the question I have. Do you have anything else you'd like to tell everybody out there?
No, we did talk about like when we are launching and things like that. We do have Bakeree is just understanding on like which I actually mentioned earlier on. It's not only for NFTs. That's what we built. That's why we are talking about it right now. We wanted to actually do it with for doing like, so when you talk about OpenSea, so we will actually provide the whole code of a marketplace that if anybody wants to actually make their own marketplace, so they can actually do that as well. So like the way Shopify is, like, so it's like an e-commerce website for regular things. We're gonna give that for NFTs. So you can actually build your own OpenSea. If you want to build your own exchange, so we will actually provide like the whole code for it. So we'll actually give APIs and things like that available for all these different things. So we'll get the whole code done, so the people don't have to code, and we'll give like with templates and everything. So NFT is the number one thing which we're actually working on, where NFT drops and going to like masses. But like the second, third, like anything blockchain, we will do the whole coding and we'll try to automate it in a way that we can actually give templates for it, so people don't, like, even developers can actually come and actually use our platform for it. So yeah,
I have one follow-up question. You had said earlier that you can use it for everything except gaming in the metaverse. Now I have an Oculus, so and my kids play Fortnite. So would you ever see a point where you will go down?
Oh yeah, we will. Like, we are actually working on that, but that we are working on it right now. The connection to the game itself to the NFT. So there's a technology. There's this company called One Earth Rising, and they actually build like NFT One, where the NFT, like, so it has more to do with the actual image.
you have to make it 3D. Okay, and that it could be used in a game, and so that has to be done from there. So we will like what we wanted to do is we want to actually give an option for people to actually come in and get those designs. So the technology is actually built. It could be used for the games, but you cannot actually have like just like a single image, which is like the 2D image for the game. And then once you actually put it on the platform, so it's like a little bit technical. So once you actually put it as an NFT there, so you cannot use it then because you just only put the 2D and it's on blockchain. So you're just not able to actually use it in the game. So you have to make a different image for it. So if people come up with their actual characters and then they say, okay, this is the character and we want that in the game, so that is doable. So what we going to do is we're going to do a little bit more kind of education to people. Two, we're going to make a separate category for artists who are actually like 3D artists who do rigging, who do all of these things for the games. And then these people will be the one, once those images will go into as NFTs, those could be used in metaverses.
Okay, so really weird question.
Yeah.
Would there ever become a point where I could hire an artist on the platform to create the perfect character for me to use in one of my games?
Yes. So yes, so that would be available. I don't want to say like when we're gonna launch in May, but probably a month or two after that. So what we are trying to do is we're gonna have artists will provide the templates, and then you can actually reach out to the same artist. So kind of like if you go on Upwork, you see their profile, and then you can reach out to them, right? So you can give them a job. So you have their templates to buy from, and also you can reach out to the artist to actually get like whatever characters you want to build.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
I think you ought to put it in Game World instead of the artist influencers. Put it right in the gamer magazines. I mean, it's amazing.
And those are the things which we're gonna explore once we actually have some kind of funding. So that's where we're gonna go into. We're gonna go into all these game conferences. So and two, like right now, I only have like 3 devs working on this, and then I have like whenever I don't have a client for some developer I just put them on this project. So it's like I'm making this as much viable as possible. But once I have funding, I'll have like instead of 3 dedicated people, I'll have like 10 devs for it. And the good thing is like we know how like the biggest problem which in the market is like the people who are actually building products are not from the industry. They're not like they're devs themselves, or they're trying to build. We have a software company. We have everything. We have devs. Like I employ 20 devs right now. So I just have to just move them in this project as a project so they can like literally like I don't even have to hire anybody new. I just move few people and their salary will come from Bakeree.
Oh, without a doubt, I dropped $50 to have a character in one of my games as opposed to picking one of their 10 options,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So that gets a little old on a lot of the games because they're always the same. Every game is sort of like the same template and it's real boring.
Yeah. There's like one thing which we're actually working on, like one of the characters which I showed, that is our own metaverse which we are building. We will actually do something which is called cross-chain technology which we are building. So you can actually move same character from one game to another, but that's like a different project. So
that's really cool. Yeah. Well, I can't thank you enough. I want to remind everybody your raise is 1.5 million. Mohammed's willing to talk to you about the amount you wish to invest. You're going live, and correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, you're going to go live in about 30 days, mid-May. 6 months, you'll be revenue positive, fingers crossed, it should be good. And there's a lot more to come on that end, and it's way better than OpenSea.
Oh yeah, you can build your own OpenSea on our platform.
Yeah, that is amazing to me. The industry has just come so far, and people like you are the ones that have brought it. Arthur, typically sends out an email after this for everybody who's on today, and it will have Muhammad's contact information. But can you give your contact information to everybody right now, your email, if you would?
Yeah. So yeah, my email is separate in the chat. I'll just say it.
Yeah. that
So
would be
my, so my email is mhasan@bakeree.io. And so that-
Oh, you
my
did
name
it
is
to
Mohammed.
host and panelists. I just need you to do it to everyone.
Oh, so it's where
In the
should I do that?
Dropbox, click it down to everyone, or it won't let you. I'll do it for you.
Oh, if you can, yeah, that'd be great.
No problem. Hang on, everybody. So Arthur
Yeah.
is going to send out an email. It will have your presentation in it typically, and a way to contact you. And then I believe he will have you on YouTube. So everybody can get it there. Make sure I did that right.
Yeah,
You did
that
it.
is correct. Yeah.
All right, so that's the contact information, everybody, if you want to reach out directly. I'm Hasan at bakeree.io, and Arthur will also follow up. I can't thank you enough, and for letting me pass.
Thank you so much.
That was great. I learned so much, and I really appreciate it. So
Thank you,
everybody, I think we're gonna wrap it up here unless anybody has any last minute questions. And hi, Sue, I see you out there. I miss you. It's been way too long. Okay, well, thank you for joining us this afternoon. You and everybody out there, really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.